Hello, my name is Kamoya. The motivation that led me to want to become a social worker started when I worked with adults with learning disabilities in a small unit here in Kent. Part of my role there was helping the service users integrate into the community and also just being there to hold their hand when something as simple as talking to someone new felt challenging for them. I very much enjoyed the role. I think this is when I identified some of my strengths of staying calm in difficult situations and being able to adjust very quickly in changing situations. It all felt quite natural to me. I began to understand mental health and the reasons why people living with mental health and or indeed vulnerable people needed support. I constantly engaged in conversations with social workers who would visit my clients, and I began to understand exactly what their role was. On a personal level, I lost two sisters, both of whom left children behind, and those children have depended on me for guidance generally in life. They are very much vulnerable to different pressures life throws at them. It has been my responsibility to be their support pillar, if you like. I have also witnessed colleagues that I work with who have experienced mental health issues on different levels, and from a distance, I can tell the difference between before and after seeking help. It all feels like a social worker behind the scenes has done their job well enough. I have spent the last 2 years researching on how to get back into healthcare, and this time as a social worker. A friend of mine, who's also a social worker, told me about Think Ahead. So I looked into it, and having taken the time to really understand what Think Ahead is about, I was pleased to know that the training involved a large proportion of on the job training. I learned better by doing so. It became an easy decision to make and put my application with Think Ahead, knowing I was in good hands.